What is that? Is that a hamburger? Are you really gonna eat that? You know that's a dead body, right? Like, I can't even look at you. Like, can you get away from me? Like, your mom should have swallowed. I know we haven't met yet and you don't know my name, but I'm vegan. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gabriella. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's video is going to be about why and how I went vegan. It's quite an interesting story, and I'm sure there's a lot to learn from it, or just entertain you if you have no interest in going vegan. That's great. It's your life. I'm not gonna like shove it down your throat. This is just simply my story on how and why I went vegan. So if you're interested in that story and the information I have to offer, please keep on watching. So why I went vegan. Why did you do it, Gabriella? Why did you go vegan? First of all, I didn't go straight to being vegan. I turned vegetarian back in 2014. Back in May of 2014, just kidding, I don't know how to do that little cutaway thing. Back in May of 2014, I watched a video called PETA Meet Your Meat. Yes, I'm talking about the group PETA that throws flour on people if you're wearing fur. Yes, them, okay? They had a video called PETA Meet Your Meat, okay? So, that video is a slaughterhouse video. That video forever changed the way I looked at what was on my plate, what I ordered from McDonald's, when I was getting a McChicken with a sweet and sour sauce, when I was getting, oh my god, look at me saying they were bomb. They were bomb flavor-wise, but not what they actually are. When I was having, you know, chicken tenders at TGI Fridays, bomb, right? It was great. Until that video finally like put the light bulb in my brain of what it actually was. All right, obviously I have common sense. I knew chicken tenders were from, if you asked me, duh, it's from a chicken. Yes, I knew that a hamburger was from a cow if you really sat there and asked me, but did I think of that every single time I ordered it? No. That's what that video changed for me. That video changed my thought process. Like, when you grow up eating meat, you're introduced this meat as food. You're not introduced this meat on your plate as, hey, this is the cow this is the pig that went to the market, and this is the cow in Donald's farm. Like, you're not introduced to meat for what it actually is. You're introduced to meat for food. So obviously we have some conditioning when we eat meat and dairy. It's because it's normal. Like, we grew up in school drinking milk as our everyday drink. You know what I mean? So eating meat and dairy, we grow up as it being normal. So I don't blame a lot of us, or for my old self, for not realizing, like, okay, I'm eating a dead animal. Because this is not being judgmental saying this. Some people think vegans or vegetarians are crazy when they say this. We're just literally saying the truth. It is a dead animal on your plate. And if hearing that bothers you, then you probably don't want to be eating it. You want to be in denial about eating it. A dead body is on your plate. It is a dead carcass. It is a dead limb on your plate that you're eating, okay? It's facts. I'm not offending you. I'm saying the truth. It is that. Why are you offended? I'm literally saying what it is. You know what I mean? So what that video did for me was made me look at it for what it was instead of what I grew up as it being, my food. I now looked at it as a body. You know what I mean? So after seeing that video of all the graphic things, let me make a claim right here. I'm gonna say some graphic stuff because graphic stuff in this video is the truth. If you don't want to hear that truth, I mean, I'm sure there's a little X somewhere. You know what I mean? So those chickens that they're throwing in the grind, those little baby chicks that they're throwing in the grinder, fresh out the egg. All right, the little calf, the baby cows that are falling out of the mom, and then they instantly go in the grinder, and then they impregnate the mom again just to keep producing her milk. Like, she's not a living thing. She's just a machine with no feelings, no nothing. By the way, cows, pigs, every creature on earth has feelings. Some people are going to be like, Carrots have feelings. You're eating carrots. You're eating broccoli. Like, you know what I mean. Like, if you want to make comments like that, sure, do it. But it's like, you know what I mean. You know, and this cow, this chicken, I'm not just talking about one or two. It is billions, millions. The milk and dairy industry is such a huge industry that is ran by our money. I know, like, I'm just one person, but if everybody thought, I can't make a difference, I'm just one person, nobody's gonna do anything. So, like, if everybody knew the power in their dollar, you can control the world with that. You can stop this industry, you know what I mean? So, I didn't want to support that, what was going on in that video anymore. That is what initially turned me vegetarian. So now I'm gonna move on to how I finally went vegan 3 years later in 2017. Today we are in 2020, so it's been 3 years since turning vegan and almost 6 years since being vegetarian. So now I'm gonna tell you how I finally made the decision to go vegan. All right, so fast forward to 2017. It is now 2017, 3 years since being vegetarian. And in those 3 years, I learned so much. I researched, I did a lot. By the way, everything there is to know about veganism, like alternatives to what you could eat and this and this and that, you're not going to learn in this video. If you truly want to be vegan and that's why you're on this video, you need to do your research, your own research about the industries, the health aspects, and everything. I taught all of that to myself in those 3 years, which is what made me finally go vegan after 3 years of only being vegetarian, okay? So in those 3 years of being vegetarian, I learned about hormones, the pus cells in dairy, how your body is very, very extremely acidic when you're eating meat and dairy, and disease and sickness thrives in an acidic environment, and I want my body to be alkaline. I learned about that. I learned about everything there, like health-wise and stuff related, you know what I mean? So initially, I started this lifestyle for the animals. It wasn't until later that I realized the health aspects, all right? Health and animals is my reason for sticking to it, okay? But animals is the reason why I initially started this. Now health is a huge part as well. All right, so here I am, 2017. I'm finally like convinced like I want to go vegan. I've been only vegetarian for 3 years. Like, I think I'm ready to finally go vegan. And there it happened, okay? I had the information why I wanted to go vegan. Now there was the how. I had to get into reading ingredients. You have to get into reading ingredients. The labels are there for a reason. You have to learn what is not vegan and what is vegan. Butter, eggs, milk, all of that, gelatin and candy. Gelatin even down to some vitamins that are, the coating of the vitamin is gelatin. A lot of stuff is not vegan, all right? Almost a lot, like a majority of what's in the grocery store is not vegan, okay? It's not until you get further down the road in being vegan that you're able to know what is and what's not vegan just by second nature. People look at me now, they're like, wow, it's like, you're very dedicated. And I'm like, oh, I don't even think about it anymore. Like, this is just my life. Like, it's been 3 years. Like, this is just my life now. And I'm telling you guys, it gets easier. All you have to do is start if you want to be vegan. You have to get into reading ingredients. Definitely, that's like a must. You have to get into using Google to be like, does this come from an animal? Like, your own research. Like, in the grocery store, reading your ingredients. Butter, does this have butter? Does this have eggs? Does this have milk? You know what I mean? Like, you have to get into doing that. And you also start to grow a love for knowing what's going into your body. Like, this is not just turning vegan, turning vegetarian. Like, you start to really care about what's going into your body, and it's honestly life-changing. Like, it really is. And so yeah, that's why I went vegan and why I went vegetarian. Now is the how. There's plenty alternatives. Obviously, there's so much information. This is the internet. There's so much information. Like, whatever you want to know, there's a million other videos that I watched personally, you know? So, and I can't teach you everything here. I'm just telling you my story and the basics. So after all the why, you know, the health, the animals, the milk and dairy industry, how corrupt it is. It's literally like a holocaust for animals. And also the environment, of course, the environment is greatly impacted by it. And that's facts. Like, nobody could say that's not right. But so that's all the why. Now the how is the alternatives. There's plenty of alternatives that I will make another video on why being vegan does not necessarily mean being healthy. We don't just eat salads. There's so much vegan junk food. So much vegan restaurants with burgers and this, and fries are vegan and stuff. Like, you can still be unhealthy and be vegan, okay? Being a whole food vegan where you're eating fruits and vegetables and grains, that is when you're vegan and healthy. But you can still be vegan and have vegan ice cream and vegan macaroni, you know what I mean? So you can be an unhealthy vegan or a healthy vegan. Now, even an unhealthy vegan is healthier junk food than not vegan junk food, you know what I mean? So even though you're an unhealthy vegan, it's still better than eating unhealthy unvegan junk food. Tongue twister, all right? You know what I mean? So there's a difference, okay? Like, if you're vegan eating the right way to eat, like fruits, vegetables, and grains, then you're a healthy vegan. If you are an unhealthy vegan, you can have all of these alternatives. There's so much alternatives. I can't name them all in this video. Honestly, some food that isn't even meant to be vegan is accidentally vegan. Like the purple bag of Dorito chips, those are vegan. Oreos are vegan. Sour Patch Kids are vegan. Like, see, this is stuff I know off the top of my head because I read my ingredients. I know what's vegan, what's not, all right? The green bag of Doritos, the salsa verde ones, those are vegan as well. There's just so much vegan junk food and so many alternatives. If you don't have to eat a salad if you don't want to. Like, I promise you, that's not what this lifestyle is. You don't have to, like, I have to go vegan and eat carrots. I hate carrots. I hate carrots, okay? I love broccoli, I love asparagus, I love Brussels sprouts. I hate carrots. Like, I'll drink carrot juice, maybe, but, like, don't give me a steamed carrot. I don't want it. I don't like carrots. Anyway, yeah, I'm proud to say that I'm no longer a junk food vegan. I used to, get all that vegan ice cream, get some stuff like that. I'm no longer like that. I may treat myself once in a while, but I do not live off that anymore, like having all these vegan burgers, vegan this, vegan that. I'm finally into, like, the true health aspect of being vegan. So I'm on my tofu, my broccoli, my quinoa, oatmeal, like whole food stuff. That's what I'm into now. That will be a whole separate video. That's like fitness and health. I'll do a whole nother video on fitness and health. So yeah, that's how I'm just letting you know the options. If you don't want to go from eating this junk food full of meat and dairy lifestyle to eating a steamed carrot and some like asparagus, I feel you. I got you though. There's so many alternatives. Like, it will taste the same, if not 1,000 times better. Okay? I could put you on, but you need to put yourself on after this video and search vegan restaurants. It's a bomb, okay? So yeah, you have to do your research. There's so much information on this internet if you really want to go vegan. This was my story, this was my why and my how I did it. I did it by going cold turkey, going vegetarian, and then when I finally wanted to go vegan, I got really into reading ingredients and I just made it my lifestyle. This is just my life now. There's no second thought to it now. It gets easier if you really want to do this for yourself. And yeah, this was my story on why and how I went vegan. There's so much information on this internet for you if you really want to look into everything I did. So much. All right, I want to say something very, very quick. You know how in the beginning I had the funny little skit about a judgmental vegan? There are vegans like that, okay? Those are the most annoying vegans on planet Earth, where they're judgmental. It makes people not want to go vegan. Like, they're just like, you're annoying, like, get away from me. Listen, if you want to cut out milk and eggs today, but you want to keep your cheese and butter, great. You're one step better than where you are right now. As long as you're making the steps you need to or want to go down a better route, you're doing better than half the world already. So it's like, don't let anyone judge you, tell you you're not enough vegan or not enough this. If you want to call me plant-based and I'm not vegan because I accidentally stepped on an ant earlier, don't call me vegan, call me plant-based, I guess, all right? As long as I know what I'm doing, I don't really care what you have to say about it, and you shouldn't either. So you're doing great, honey. Cut out whatever you want to cut out. Make those baby steps to be where you want to be, all right? Period. Ew, I'm not ratchet. Alright guys, that concludes my video on why and how I went vegan. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it either entertained you or taught you some information if you were looking to go vegan, or both, entertained and informed you. Trying to do it all. Alright. Oh, wait. Don't forget to share with a friend or family member. I'm sure, you know, if you like this content, hopefully they will too. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really does help me out, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time.